Hello, you are watching our Daily V News, and here are the headlines.
The Central Steering Committee for Judicial Reform convenes sixth meeting under the chair of President Trương Tấn Sang. ASEAN foreign ministers support Vietnam's nomination of Deputy Foreign Minister Lê Lương Minh to the post of ASEAN Secretary General. A wide range of activities are held across the country on the occasion of the Day for Agent Orange Victims, which falls on August 10th.
The Central Steering Committee for Judicial Reform convened its sixth meeting in Hanoi on August 10. President Trương Tấn Sang headed the committee, presided over the session. The meeting focused on projects to improve working conditions and develop human resources for the court and procuracy sectors. The committee said the projects have been complied in a careful and scientific manner, covering a broad range of theoretical and practical issues. The projects have also proposed important solutions to create better facilities for investigation and judgment activities, especially in remote areas. They also made recommendations on new mechanisms and policies to improve capacity of the staff contributing to the judicial reform process. Representatives of relevant ministries and sectors were asked to give their opinions on issues regarding salary policies and personnel training. Law Minister of Public Works and Transport Somat Francena is paying a visit to Vietnam. He held talks with Minister of Transport Đinh La Thăng on August 9.
The ministers noted with pleasure good results of bilateral cooperation projects, including the 2E road connecting Mường Khoai and Tây Trang, which is scheduled to be completed later this year. The two sides have kicked off the full implementation of single-window inspection and single-stop inspection at the Lao Bảo Dan Savang border gate and are considering applying this procedure at other border gates. Both agreed to continue exchanging experience in appraising the quality of transport works, traffic safety and personnel training, as well as further strengthen cooperation in aviation, road and transit transport. They also agreed to work together in implementing sub-regional and regional projects, including the Development Triangle Project and transport cooperation projects in the framework of ASEAN and the Greater Mekong Sub-region, GMX.
At a regular press briefing in Hanoi on August 9, the spokesperson of the Vietnamese Foreign Ministry said the country has nominated Deputy Foreign Minister Lê Lương Minh to the position of ASEAN Secretary General for the 2013-2017 term. Spokesperson Lương Thanh Nghị said Vietnam made the nomination at the recent 45th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting in Cambodia. ASEAN foreign ministers have said they supported Vietnam's nomination and agreed to submit it to the group's high-ranking leaders for approval at the 21st ASEAN Summit to be held in November 2012. In reply to questions on Vietnam's response to the information that China sends a large number of fishing vessels to the East Sea, the spokesperson affirmed that all activities in the East Sea must be in accordance with international law, especially the 1982 United Nations Convention on the Law of the Sea and the spirit of the Declaration on Conduct of the Parties in the East Sea, on the basis of respecting the sovereignty, sovereign rights and jurisdiction of all countries, contributing to peace, stability in the region, and preserving the maritime environment and resources. On this occasion, the spokesperson informed of diplomatic activities of the party and state in the time to come. On August 9, the National Assembly Standing Committee and the United Nations Development Programme jointly held a seminar on the lawmaking body's role in corruption prevention and fight. To raise the National Assembly's role in combating corruption, many delegates said the legislature needs to improve the quality of legal documents to prevent corruption opportunities. It is also necessary to uphold the supervision role of the National Assembly, People's Councils, the Fatherland Front, the people and public opinion in the fight against corruption and wakefulness. According to Transparency International's 2011 Corruption Perceptions Index, Vietnam ranked 112 out of 182 countries and territories. Corruption has been rampant in such fields as land, finance, banking, capital construction, state property management and use, and personnel organization. In response, the Vietnamese party and state have paid due attention to fighting corruption, but the outcomes still fall short of expectation. On the occasion of the Day for Agent Orange Victims, which falls on August 10, a wide range of activities were held across the country with the hope to alleviate the plight of the victims.
In Ho Chi Minh City, a special art program was staged at the War Remnants Museum with child victims from local care centers and main stars. The organizing board also presented gifts to the children and victims living at 6 care centers in the city. The number of Agent Orange victims living in the city is now 20,000, including many coming from other localities. At the same time, the southern province of Vĩnh Long collected 1.4 billion Vietnam dong in support for 6,000 local Agent Orange victims, half of them children. In the southern province of Cà Mau, organizations and individual donors have raised nearly 3 billion Vietnam dong for Agent Orange victims. The Provincial Association of Agent Orange Dioxin Victims presented more than 6,500 gifts, 30 tons of rice, and 8 houses to AO victims while providing them with free medical checkups and treatment. Cà Mau is now home to about 17,000 AO victims. The southern province of Tây Ninh, which is home to over 9,000 AO infected people, also organized a meeting to honor Agent Orange victims who have overcome difficulties to integrate into the community.
A cultural, sports and tourism exchange program between Vietnamese and Lao border provinces will take place from August 16 to the end of October.
The program aims to strengthen solidarity and friendship between the Vietnamese and Lao people, especially those living in border areas. A series of activities will be held during the event, including an exhibition on the cultures of border ethnic groups, art performances, and a show of traditional customs of ethnic groups. A seminar on tourism development in border areas and an exhibition introducing tourism potential of border provinces will be included. The main venue of the event will be Nghệ An, Quảng Bình, and Hà Tĩnh provinces in central Vietnam, and Xiêng Khoảng, Bô Ly Khăm Say, and Kham Muộn provinces of Laos. Vietnam shares over 2,100 kilometers of land border with Laos, running through 10 provinces of each side.
An exhibition highlighting the relationship between Vietnam and India opened in Hanoi on August 10.
Co-organized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism and the Indian Embassy, the event marks the 40th anniversary of food diplomatic ties and 5 years of strategic partnership between the two countries. Speaking at the opening ceremony, Deputy Minister of Culture, Sports and Tourism Hồ Anh Tuấn said, the exhibition provides an opportunity for Vietnamese viewers to better their understanding about the history, culture, country and people of India. It also helps develop the Vietnam-India traditional friendship and multifaceted cooperation. Nearly 200 photos, documents, and exhibits on display depict the time-honored and cordial relations forged by President Ho Chi Minh and Prime Minister Jawaharlal Nehru and nurtured by generations of leaders and peoples of the two nations. During the exhibition, a documentary film on President Ho Chi Minh's visit to India will be screened.
Vietnamese and people from all over the world who find beauty in the lotus are encouraged to join a photo contest depicting the flora in both cultural and natural settings.
Entries can be in the form of single photos. Groups and photo essays are welcomed until October 30th. digitally altered photos are not eligible. The organizers will select 100 works to display at an exhibition in Hanoi's Temple of Literature on November 22nd, on the occasion of the Cultural Heritage Day, November 23rd. Lotus has been a constant inspiration in Vietnamese art and poetry. It has an irreplaceable position in Vietnamese people's life, culture, and religious belief. A majority of Vietnamese have voted to choose pink lotus as the national flower.
That comes to the end of our news today. Thank you for watching and see you next time.